Well, we say I'm going to cover just media live on OK 101.7 FM. So and our live so our High Life Radio, Kings Jersey Radio, NASPA Radio, and in Migacho FM will to me. Memo good evening and Akaba. Mo party and I saying show no yet up and down, but said make a change baby and body no before I would detail said sometimes you say ya poor with so ye. If I'm a bim lady and net anyway. We'll be looking at CJ issue, no. I mean, bar association, Ghana Bar Association, and lawyer who and yeah, bar, drop by, you could know, lawyer who or more regulated legal profession in Ghana, or maybe as bar associations, and that's what they do. They are even pushing the president on suspending this whole issue, said, or so CJ free honor under Article 14610. But you see, a major issue, the NPP. Last week, me a video be na me ma NPP for warning. It's so sad to say. Ghana you do crossroads the air to yen. We have two major political parties. You do America, you do UK, but by default, because you are America Constitution kakra, you are UK for Constitution kakra. By default, Ghana's your politics now has been dominated by NDC and MPP. Into at a time, Ghana NDC and MPP. Almost what break Ghana. One would have thought, say, and can you persevere and can a pain and company for crowd Jenny Bebe. NPP, that is the biggest opposition party now. More contopa. Why? Last 2 weeks, I think, I make a say, less than 6 months of NPP being in opposition. Confusion, is okay. Because being NDC for year 2 about 2016, NDC for lose year. There was a bit of confusion with NDC too. I don't know, man, Coco need to sack any again. In fact, what NDC lose elections 2008? No, 2008 in MPP for lose. Confusion CMPP. After MPP lost in 2008. And then the MPP for the Brebe and Komuyi a friend in free honor. Now the more fanning for crabby because it's not marketable. Okay, it's a part to be a loser confusion back. The problem I have with MPP for the NFA confusion is too much. That's the problem I have, and especially now that Shedia President Mahama and CJ. Everybody is saying such a CJ there. I quite put political monto mobokakra. And the one would have thought say this is the time one. And Kabema NDC yesterday. Me kasitio CJ getting in a only said President Mahama nominated through the thing CJ now all share today no. President Mahama nominating new judges. Mon I must say the Kupado yeah a friend saying unanimous FC Supreme Court. And then President Mahama through the new CJ, wafa new people a court. I know a unanimous FC and a unanimous FC. Constitution is very clear. Or say President Biati or power say or nominating a president or appointing Supreme Court judges. And to make us say the same allegations that people made against President Kufuor, no. President Mahama, new statement. Or say in pursuant to Article 144, Clause 2 of the Constitution of Ghana, His Excellency President has nominated the following judges of the Court of Appeal to be considered for appointment to the Supreme Court. What's the difference between the Akufo-Addo and the Mahama? What's the difference between the Akufo-Addo and the Mahama? What's the difference? What I say? Your constitution, Tina make sure the President Mahama on cast a 2 million baby no alcohol or say a 2 million constitution in a demand into theater and episode did you have to go and insult the constitution? You can go and insult the constitution, but President Mahama appointment to see constitution no and money to me or say more go school no settlements and your model. When your money don't go to every day, we are moving the forget your sin. In pursuant to Article 1442, Kodamo reading. The same article when a Kufuor the fan for focus Supreme Court by a Didier Kufuor attempt to a Supreme Court to unanimous FC. It is the same article 1442 na President Mahama say in pursuant to 2 year President a constitution the man no o jina so afa court of appeal judges and all promote you on their Supreme Court because it's a court ye wo ahivutie bi ni dibi court kese pa mega ho any Supreme Court and that Supreme Court is a court of appeal and the court of appeal there were high court into a promotion of the court of high court and a court of appeal at time. These are the judges. Justice said Dennis Dominic J. O papa will be himself papa or ye authority Dominic J. Authority or throw books in there for law school association. The books are Justice Bill Simon Sabra or no Justice Senyon Jamafe Obianim Justice Jamafe Nidi very popular because of the extensive work he's done in legal process. Justice Kwekutewia Aka Wafu, Justice Philip Bright Mensah, Justice Janapari Battles Kojo, and Justice Afisata Amele Boba. These are the justices. President Mahama Afam, and this was signed by Callistus Mahama, Secretary to the President and acting, copied the acting Judicial Secretary and CJ. I'm telling you, say, Ghana or mine, ye the mra and the yeduma. So, me say, I appointed judges from the state constitution money to me. You see, a unanimous FC. Wafa 12 people. Well, maybe 12 people, you know, is on the high side there. But the same to me na President Mahama you can zoom in and read the letter yourself. So letter no a year friend saying baby you can also read it and the year friend saying read the letter yourself. But I'm saying say sometimes so this is the time that you be expect to say and because the opposition party be one be finansa so be here do me normal boa. So what you say? Meanwhile, the biggest opposition party at any point in time. It's a party back or power, one party, no, government in waiting. In the MPP before party, or more, or more, DG Bobusia, yet or more pamo for it, or Mantiano, stop Galam say, or Maniano. What you say? The government in waiting was NDC, and now NDC is in power. The government in waiting is MPP. In the war MPP now, your government in waiting. See, they are buying any new MPP argument at any point in time. The NDC by an MPP better saying the MPP so by an NDC better saying now more MPP for mum and more contokwa. More MPP for mum and more contokwa. Let me play you this video because now the MPP for so more thank you to. MPP for so more thank you to. Thank you to no one young starty or mudru anyone than blows. I mean a supporter, a less supporter of Canadian Japan, because that's what Canadian Japan is saying. The supporter I want to see. Opposition ponyo. Opposition, MPP opposition new. Opposition ye and I will say. Just say, what kind of 6 months now come opposition? This is the time I come yem homework. And come yem homework. More bois or mine or more many or mine said government in waiting policy bank. In fact, this is the time I come here introspection. Mukoshia. Now we dear Kamuya wrong. BNT na muluzu campaign. Now Baumia arrogance. What is Baumia taking different that we haven't said? Me matana no can be brave. MPP for you to know. MPP for come down to the people. MPP for Moses Samusubayo. You can't not support it. Mobile baby at them. Now Baumia is saying it. And he has a party BNT unless they are in opposition. In fact, the MPP for come way to say no. NDC went through the same thing in 2016. NDC went through the same thing in 2016. Yeah, in fact, NDC are buying for those days. No, President Rollins, former President Rollins, and NDC has become dominated by babies with sharp teeth, old evil drugs. NDC went from President Mahama to the last person, OBNT. 6 months to the election, NDC who said they were losing the 2016 election. I feel not to believe that on the NPP and NDC for the co-opposition. NPP came to power 2017. Nanado gave one of the most fantastic speeches of all, inaugurating speech 2017. I will protect the public press. I feel that Nanado better now come here as well. Obi ko complaining at something as a mokra man to a man. I didn't see what I did Nanado call us in a mokra a vote in Tiankamama. Nanado Shia was sorry, arrogance. Plain arrogance, and MPP was not even trying to hide it. MPP for arrogance, open arrogance, journey of FSM. Now one ya the Jenya Professor no Akofa Oforiata NPP MPs internal the warning sign started from internal NPP MPs I actual statement they are not President Kufuor say president was here Montiasi amene president member hey you Oforiata attention for me here on crop fight say oh nye and MPP for the co-opposition now my co-opposition I think the time I move frame meeting say when they hear mistake when the money in a problem no yes still a professor okay I hear report about sit down now more your report no consultancy by in fact I can make one thank you to away it's unnecessary so thank you to now more it's unnecessary. There was some solving internal problems. Sometimes you have 4 years in opposition. What's the rush? More rush happening. I'm not for Canada Japan support a second. Not Canada Japan, so I am with Tracy. Canada Japan, so I set it up a money home. Because it's exactly where they want to get Canada Japan. I said, well, Catherine was that kind of no prime minister, super delegates, and say, to Obonate, you would go. As you mean, thank you to no, I mean, this is a test of Wamotre level. Canada Japan, this is a test of your tolerance level. Certain parts of Canada Japan, so what's the son? Why are they not saying you want Kasa? Why you a diplomat? You are just there. Oh, yeah, you will share your man. Come on, support me because I'm not there. We are studying the situation. Muntomo Boans, I say, on Pokra. I feel this. You look at this guy. Yeah, what is it kind? MPP. This is not NDC versus MPP. This is not NDC versus MPP. This is MPP versus MPP. Yeah, one is a kind. So if within MPP party, no, you people can be so wicked. Move it to me as so abrupt to the extent that party where me pekene de Japan me pepa omienti. Ni a wo bi ba second. KNUS student. Why? No, be the bell when the bell was second meeting na mo ye thank you to no. NDC board thank you to and MPP for thank you to. NPC for thank you to and MPP for thank you to. Ya kan sema muntie. Party for ya kan sema muntie. Ya kan sema muntie. You didn't listen when you were in power. And now opposition at least power not where this wine. So one would have expected that the time at least no you don't want to listen. Now party supporters so my coins join people. Online whether they are for NDC or MPP, there, attend the I didn't your coins. I don't come here because me. Obi am found. Yeah, what platform? Yeah, Casso Muti, and your views near you. Yeah, Cassam Penfonti. And the Emma Branch a friend and champion, you can say it's true. It's MPP. Men I'm called the kind of MPP for the cause. This is MPP versus MPP. Who was the kind? Obi Bani, I want to say, KNUS student. If Yankupon from that. Nothing about from nowhere. Just because of you have taken somebody's son's life just like that. What do you be by life if finish him? What do you be by life if finish him? All because not just that the way the wrong thing. You see, because Bonnie will be our party game. Party be a baby CPP. And you want to say, no more good CPP party. PNC, mentiase no magu PNC. Papa ko si ndum PPP party, mentiase na indum aje party na bo so no magu indum party. Enti mistakes they do a party there mo. But one would think say mistakes in but you people will listen. No, almost omuntie. Thank you to Omundru baby out. Me say only about me say my thing. Even Baumia didn't listen. Baumia and then Baumia who said journey perfectum and I'm MPP a co-position. We said it, Baumia did not listen. Me but it's not one of the free suggestions, free in demand. I'm gonna say a friend a Samira Baumia on my because for the fact that we near you'll be making history as the first ceremony first lady for saying home Baumia. Yeah, more free advice, not here na opposition. And don't do opposition, I have to do because the never power open the open wow. We had the crop for pay. We should campaign Mama around here 2020. And campaign at 2024 winning year. That's why he won. Because we have brand before. And if only you people had listened, now we can say just 6 months. It do 6 months, but we are not even in June. We are not even in June. We are not even in June. And NPP versus NPP more as a kind. How can you people now more NPP from Messababage now electors then you say and that you have changed. I paid your mobile manage Ghana year, mobile build the Ghana year. How do we trust you? Less than 6 months in opposition. I didn't starting with Kumasi PZ one share. And the back and that can say PZ one has seen in a de contopa a necessary topa. Obia Kennedy Apodo, I bet you, I told you, Betoni Mamma. Number of Yako, more money, no way to call any more money, we to call any more money. Uncle, one money who no more campaign for 2024. Brian Champ was to call over 2 man of basic store. Charlie, the issue is not about show of Sika. Can call I understand some of those things a strategy. It can call party headquarters, so be party supporters, workers no more. I like that because. But you see, these issues no should have been addressed internally. Next is any homework biao. Any homework. Muluzu ye poko bring na eche mono. My member can Agyapong in the mama. My member because this is sad so obi but just young man in his 20s. And you tell my neighbor pani okufuado. And then any papa any Agyapong, any papa any baumiao. And any papa crying and a bee just say abroad in our fire. Now we're so far. As some NPP for so can internally no. On the Baba the trouble this is the time I come from tell you okay, take people demonstration you stop galam say. And it's a news to who NPP for more benefit. Because look at how fix Ghana name stop galam say these issues threw up major problems in NPP. It's because the take people a demonstration and come across them to government within the first 100 days of Mahama Nakasa timetable, which is 120 days. He has not fixed Galamsey, he has not passed the LGBT law, he has not done managed the economy, he has not arrested the city, he has not dealt with inflation. Who opponent issue? No, this is the opposition. This is the time how we are solid. Then you are giving government a run for his money. You put government on his toe. That's the work of opposition. This is what NDC did in opposition. They put you on your toes. They be omunye, mumo now all power. Who you see some power? Brand can never read the omoye. Omo reading budget. Budget now Trump more reading. Omo be reading. The minority speaker or parliament. Now, demonstration things in Ghana, BBI politics. House, house, and minority speaker near step no so 2-man protest, live stream, and 12 hours in a day, no way back, all because budget now Trump about parliament, passing. There's aspect of it, almost Medicaid, insurance, like health insurance, your organic, and more so said about you now, you're now hospital. Benefits now, you're the better, so they are staging this 2-man demonstration. It ended up being like a whole, you go beer, or no so Medicaid, this will be a quadrillion. You're thinking outside the box. You're G on my for you know, man for Casa. Speaker and Kasa in the social media account to us who medical problem from no problem. I find for parliament here the whole problem no for house or mapa. This is America. Ghana the opposition for Mubeyebino, there be Tokana Marco Warm Kasa, Mu parties of and when you see for the Mubetio Muti to say, you know. Mubetio Muti. This is sad. This is sad. Within NPP, my member can Agyapong.
One opinion for a chassis from Western region, a pim some bidu asantmantema. Minimum national chairman account, general secretary account, assembly by officially, what me about mama near say tea and now opeso free agro.
Yeah, I know Dr. Baumia craft frame. Nam catching the say Nessie, Medi, and Idiamo. I want to pull out. Many general secretaries who are Casa, Meninasia, Akajense, I'm pulling out. And everybody thinks it's in order.
And yes, I would do a year being an old yes, sir.
No, a yaw the MD, me nipa, but a yaw would de acopem saying. Me the interest, I might be free more, and he say, I need to protect young men, women who support my course. Because students come by near warm sick. And our hospital now, where a mujana, a gina, boy, nimu, our doctors, Nicky Gua. Boy, no, I had General Secretary Kofren, or my least Rajin, or Nasama, what can I say, students, you know, and the coaching, that dear, and or the honor ring edition, and or the a board, or Panini, so called hospital, who into a ring. And a tree in Nipa, Emfin, Esa, Timidia, Minia, a Korean Tino. I don't want to talk much. I just want to pull out. Na Dr. Baumia, and Yapan, and Yen.
Yate, Necrocrano, a brantiano, Senosicas, Obinana Casano, say, Mamma, police for Swati, so we dear, and your party as some, a bonnet will be 80.
I know the one need to, and yet they are Majino and Nichina. I need to protect. Ubia was supposed to be, and yes, sir, they will do worse things. I know him. You want pictures in here. Boys are smart. They before see any do a crowd, now lead an acco, Sintraso police station, a cultural statement, a bocard number, you trio no more boho, no more be as evidence at the amai. May I want justice for the gentleman. And yes, sir. A bar signal to Obia Udimechi say asem tonwa me me hon afri odia say nti I'm going to follow the matter and make sure the guy is arrested.
Honorable Ebedas
Yo nyami sham me damu nyina so asese mo ba
Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and
well this is a friend Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, that's what he's saying, and this is why I all withdrawn. I understand what he's saying. Or can be so I understand what he's saying. Say he needs to withdraw because see a starting Nipa, that boy could have died. But I think that in a way no can Baumia should take advantage, suspend all the thank you to. Baumia should suspend everything because Obiba life is at stake. Suspend everything. Obiba Obiba take who go ahead and campaign. Who go ahead and thank you. Who go ahead and suspend everything. Suspend everything. I'm going to make sure say. Because I am a politician, be Obi this can war na kabana must suspend the campaign. Must suspend the campaign. What I say? It's just sad. It's just sad what you people are doing. Because politics, see, there's the relevance of opposition party. The multi-party democracy, Benjamin ever say on democracy, I say, what will be opposition and a party back once and do away of men of Mabon, I've been your points, elevate your thinking. There's the reason why Ghana, not Nkrumah for one party states, people rejected it. Eventually, that's one of the reasons what led, that's why he was overthrown. We see, 1992 constitution, at the bedrock of the 1992 constitution, said Ghana say, never again. Now Ghana ever practice democracy, one party or two party or three party, a multi-party democracy. Konabo nation and answer free. Benjamin now, oh yes, sir. Multi-party democracy is a one party in quantity bema. And yet, say that when St. Church kind power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. At every point in time, they will say a party they say about the people who have choice. In fact, the 1992 constitution, say voters must have a right to association. Also, joining party they are open. It's the right. All constitution. It's the right. And it is saying this in one and one man. Same before the fire dog. This is what NPP was said. And better now to look at the number of times you can hear Pamoforiata went in. Look at the number of times. NBC was NPP niwa. NBC beya do open. In fact, 2016, Sana NBC niwa. And can you get NBC beya and maybe a couple lose power because they know that they have absolute power. But there's a reason why you have multi-party democracy. It is a NBC must be interested in what is happening in NPP. And NPP must also be interested in what is happening in NDC. It's NDC now. What is NDC first? More yet. NPP for better to NDC. They care for party. And track some of them. And now more NPP for more mama somebody practice for party. More party near Tracy Kano. And for party, and we are practice for the people might be able to disagree. People might be able to disagree. And he said there may be a problem. But small thank you to yeah, Tracy Kano. Tina Mika said, I'm calling about me, suspended. Thank you, Tobia. Somebody's life is at stake when you thank you to us. And Kennedy Agyapong said, your council or withdrawn. And yet, Ahogunoso Keke no cancel or withdraw. He's withdrawing because of BB. Somebody that and call withdraw. He's withdrawing because of something. What you say? Anything no, and Kabaomi also must also suspend it. Obiaka say, thank you to all, but suspend it for now. Or suspend it, then you can deal with it. Because you have bread and butter issues. Mistake that I'm saying critical issues. NDC by first 100 days. The only thing NDC has done about a guarantee no why blue water gas, some bogus and coffee. Yeah, even NDC members are laughing. Say, Master. Major Mahama, yes, apart the danger or cost of guarantee, Yankuno. No good at you, Yakuno, it's in a bokuno. No one of younger boys and girls, yes, your t-shirt. What guarantee can you stop? These are issues that when people were suggesting there, what the Bema NDC because on mining in protection. Yes, stop guarantee and your mining, even you stop putting a regulator and your mining in protection. We have Boku that's burning. Boku is burning. Now, Professor Jamaica is a full-blown war zone. Oh, but say corporate was here. They amoka. Baku di ani baku see a na a back niche beef yasan to me akoboko. And we are here to change second for opposition party. Who opposition party? We just left power. Who all the national security report? In fact, this is even the more reason why NPP should not be fighting. Mami Charles has told you. CDD for here Afro barometer research. Mr. Kennedy Agyapong issue no to but Mami Charles why issue. CDD for here Afro barometer research. Now for barometer research nature say Ghana for bebre say almost supporting coup d'etat. Tio Ghana for say almost supporting coup d'etat. And it is a military leader be back to say Burkina Faso. Ghana for best support. Now you have something like this. Now NPP for more point over. More 10 seconds. More who say you have bigger issues, bigger fishes to fry. More say you have bigger fishes to fry. Now more the amu yenye. Mame fry number. Yes, this is it. This is it. More Ghanaians endorse military intervention if elected leaders abuse power. 2024 Afro Barometer report. This is serious. Mahama should even be concerned about this report. President Mahama, I was saying we man against shim. So more Ghanaians endorse military intervention if elected leaders abuse power. Now elected leaders have before no opposition, but we elected leaders. We elected leaders. It's even President Mahama. This me say, inauguration of President Mahama. He tore by boy's name Bojin. So I'm saying it's a threat. Because in the presence of President Mahama, more boy the tore so let President Mahama come number 2 no. We have a critical issue. Any military leader bear way adventures. Or who see the Afro barometer way bet me cool simple way to Bahama no abetina konya so. This is a recipe for disaster. Sadly, a recipe for disaster. A recipe for disaster to Mahama, recipe for disaster to Baumi NPP, Kennedy Agyapong. It's a recipe for disaster to everybody. Say, Ghana afford to do another interview. An interview because this is research. No man can see the say, yet they ever supporting military leader be obeba. Meanwhile, now we are about 1 year see Mahama. Over 1 million Ghana for you see Mahama. Na se Ghana for nyina se pe Mahama na any 6 months proud. The same Ghanaians no are telling Afro barometer say, omo catch Afro barometer say omo de so ku bia ba omo support leader na obeba ti say to area. We are Mahama oda any say oda. We are Mahama any say oda. And this is the time one I was say a year first say ye nyina ye serious ah. I was say adwen. And this is why NPP for you must sit up and do your homework. National executives no more say and the you have just lost the plot. National executives you have just said you have all failed. National executives must fail because a moon failure you just lost the elections. The elections were it just like before winning and and can't before we near because a Juma was a chasing NBC. Now you are not doing it. NBC did a fantastic job in opposition. NBC did just say, I asked them, well, it's just sad. It's just sad. Some more, yes, sir. JJB no say, thank you to already. I don't see more with it. I have to say, I grow in Kim Paluta's voice. Made the link to one of Siciania because Mati said, Yero who to be part NPP for no to more than a call a EFS disciplinary committee. They see disciplinary committee or then they must suspend everything, all go back to the drawing board. Now what I'm waiting a year because the way I'm more corner year one conform massacre. I mean, more one conform massacre in this day and age. Meanwhile, and purpose what catch CDD force say any abuse of power. This is clearly even in opposition because you are abusing power. Clearly in opposition, you are abusing power. I don't know can say abusing power. I want to better here. Now party who way now also still. Me who way now so yeah mean to oh, it yeah the first night yeah me Muhammad to be now people you are showing someone mum and I'm to be. You are showing that by more character, the more you are showing. I'm not telling you to know a kind of no was kind. On also saying yes, I need here. Who do you
and some my question, but Mete no Madini who ya pa. If it's a pinini bit to say, can the Japan, ya party bako na BBAC. Now one fret me, I'm beside me, crass, minim one cash metia na will accuse me on the social media. Abra minimo nti asama kene Japan kanina nukrebia enyedan enim was nyina party ba ko ne na and thank you ton yeko nyina ye baako and yeko ton no nti se obi ba ho ase oba thank you ton now o machoni yenya election and yenya campaign thank you to and obi a new awe den emfani se sebio obi aka obi ntakwa a wo hwehwe nso obebo no na yakota match for the omo akohonom me party ni so na ma party for no one omonam kono bu kere Japan e baso so oni party for nam ne omu di na chi ba e no omo ye match for omo ye match for the program de o kwa bibi timi si wo chi bibi sa e si wo chi no na wo ye dan esa wo hwehwe mu hu timi gusu a mi hwehwe ehu de ekoso ba me amfo obi anko ama na anko ankoko anwo obi asikan and then I will be the last person say me di confusion beba amama side party na enimonyam eni nkabomu a party ne ba no me ma hodin nyina me de boa party no me mfa ma bodin inside party no Ghana fo nyina ubisa obia Ghana bedi madanse say you can't trust am me de me nka ho bi because there's no record issue say me yen to trust am and the nyina ye ba ko me said ya me kai no for the record there's no way me didi honorable Kenneth Japan atam because they were accusing me. He's a leader of the party, but I have to also explain myself. Say allegation na what they are to me so no dear me yes no and I'm in Nimuhe.
Well, this is also the young man now also almost what about me nipa but then a young man also can say no crese or Nimuhe or Nimubia. I think it's only fair so also your man a fair here no on the side of the story because in chat also yeah, you know. It was here on but you see somebody you see when a rest visa no what I say about no one of this kind of one somebody must have stabbed him. There's no way about it will be BBC what I say somebody has stabbed him. Somebody has stabbed him. What I say somebody has stabbed him. That we must find out the one is a kind of and deal with that person. But I'm saying say no matter what, an opposition party, we are part of Ghana democratic process. You must be serious, and you must be seen to be serious. You must be serious, whether you are in government or you are in opposition. You must be seen to be serious. The number of people almost sending message say yes, from best of political. It battles the TDD report. They can supporting the TDD report. They can into betting me join here now to do work a year. Because one me say about me stop. Me dey say about me stop. You will be sick in your thank you tour. You must stop. Suspend your campaign. Me can't stop people. Me say suspend it. Or suspend it. Then you can go visit boy no. Make sure say boy no here ansana. My baby joining mo year friends a mo campaign. You what are you campaigning when somebody's son is dying? Be bad brand here, the new school on Concobo bra, nomra. Ya want a second here. Ya, and ya want baby a second. When you put on a boy, no didn't do one them. San Coman fan and do one time, and this boy would have died. The commodity to the Cacredi and Cabo and Kobe no. And Kobe no. Ya want a second just like that. like joke. One party, the same party. What you say? It's just that. Emmanuel say if CJ na asem no de ni na certain. Sana Charlotte say time. Omututu ankofo to make Charlotte say look bad. So don't make me gina so. No me no aye issue. No me de yima me no edne fi ho no. Macbeth was say if the way Mahama is sacking senior army officers here very scary. I'm not surprised and no private member army officer be quite because the report and say yes, say it here. Yes, cool na ya kono. To every abranti na maku ya kono, and everybody must sit up. Even they do not please. Men hated the new government when people before 8 years and they couldn't stop Galamsey. So give them patrol. Mahama Nakasa and Kaja we shouldn't support mediocrity. Also best stop it. Nothing Galamsey any stop it. And one day they stop it. And best start process. What I say? No, press and the government. Don't change the Nana no time now we Galamsey now I can't another to leave power. Some can say on solve it. It's massa Galamsey there's a national issue. A national issue a comfort a kidney and they can't stand there. But remember when will be a medado be a lovely say. I hear a section of Kennedy Agyapong supporters went and invited students to come and share Jama. But I think they created a lot of confusion. But again, the incident happened after the big man had left. And fine, Jama should not solicit the country. Yes, in conform Jama. I tell no interest in your bisikai. And just say will be sikan me boa. Intino, or saying no, omoye careful how they are dealing with these issues. NPP party, I'm even ashamed and ne mo betimi aye madwuma yie no maba power no mabetina konya no so abeboa wo man no hwe niema ekos na we wu a okokaka kire wan se hwan e na ento abama amika obi we jaso na wuti e live you will also be back so better and one penny e beba anti the one journey I will bring him later another time but say that say now journey I'm showing you say President Mahama 120 new judges 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 new judges I'll be on Supreme Court. So, I mean, and not make actually senior Kufuor appointed Supreme Court judge. In fact, President Rawlings appointing Kufuor appointing Mills appointing and Kufuor also appointing My Kufuor number was 12 people were appointed under Kufuor, but the power to appoint Supreme Court judges and yeah, both the move power, a power constitution and a demand. What I say, a power, a constitution, a demand, and President Mahama so in fact. And go for 12 or more aircon. David also unfortunately they have become too distracted rather than a constructive opposition or the NPP for or say just a few months in opposition and come a strategy no anything kind and a more Thomas say can be on your fake it can say uncle D campaign be thank you to be here can it be so uncle nobody should say that can I say uncle appear they will say I think Kennedy Agyapong has lost credibility to lead NPP in 2028 as well. Why do you know? Let the delegate decide. David they do my kind of message. Veronica said, okay, Veronica, the I didn't your points. Don't worry. What NPP will do in Ghana if they come to power is that they are displaying. Okay, I'll see the NPP for Bayer when they come to power is exactly what they are displaying in opposition on their thank you talk. They are just a disintegrated party. You see, this is the message you are sending your NPP for. Say, the Amobayano and one Amoyano and Noah and Amoyano. We a disintegrated party, applying and they didn't vote to be my party, we're disintegrated. Champions, see, because of internal rivalry, NDC people have the mouth to say whatever they like to me, okay. On our NPP support and say no, NDC for Bruno, because of this confusion now by NPP party, no to NDC for commanding the well, they have a right to, because what they year, what they year, say for be the rule. Stephen Tufo, Ekufuor broke NPP into pieces. Nanado. He has made NPP fall apart. NPP gurus no should all be blamed. Ekufuor in the chronics no and ama NPP ejija. I said yeah, TSCC what you say Pastor Richard. I say from what I've noticed in the NPP, thank you to it looks as if those who have seen that the report from Professor Michael Kwe committee does not favor them, they have made up their mind to derail the process of the thank you talk. into omo and air cause confusion no sanko for ye you omo film said the bar and yama betimi akoye e de amom ono so ne dia na again cho de eba eno no Chapman Dodd or say constitution that what Ghana needs to be changed because the constitution my president to me say and my president to me so appoint here Ghana no near koy and say ba Ghana near koy and say ba ono so the message ono e de aba eno no ti obi am you see but the truth of the matter the yemi ehu any the CDD report and cassette Ghana for be support kudita no there say dangerous so it's a threat to Bahama, it's a threat to anybody who come to power. So if the CDD report is showing this is Ghana News Agency, this is not this is what they are showing. Ghana News Agency, you know. So more Ghanaians endorse military intervention if elected leaders abuse power. This is dangerous. And if you met me about President Mahmoud Yakubu, so money 4 years no. Obi betu no. Say so the enemy will be no adventurous. This one is a justification for the soldier to just do a coup d'etat and just remove Mahama. Because you better so send you to Mahama inauguration budget it is dangerous. It is so dangerous. And this is the more reason why NBC or NPP they must do well. Because a condition now CDD no omo see if they abuse power, they just say we were jume year. You will not be overthrown. But why you were jume year you'll be overthrown. But it takes one soldier and the cronies of soldiers and a coup d'etat. This is not the obi be coup d'etat. Kobusa Ghana for say me be coup d'etat. Say me be coup d'etat military intervention. The omoye obokini omo kobusa Burkina base and some omoye. They take on the ground say are people abusing power? No more the omo ajim. Until you get very careful. How obia party our power dear you be very careful. Be very careful how you handle power na Ghana for the man. And yet cheap. Power na Ghana for the man. And yet cheap. So you must handle it with care. Handle it with care. Of a Jerry Mamma Aquabana Mema join a discussion because this is just dangerous. Oh, can Agyapong come? Then they see an anona a war Nipan kind. First and foremost, I'm not saying what is saying. The award is kind. What is saying?
Oh, I fear my minchi at your phone, you know. Abranteɛ Yesu adom ne ho yɛ actually as a matter of fact na no omunya kra kombe yi no but doctors na advice say on better omo hwɛ anim for next 12 hours and san e kwan ba mu o maja no me no kasa o tie me voice a unse me voice ko from pa yes because we don't want to hear any bad news because say Obiako support to Kennedy Agyapong amwa kohire ne nkwa Obiako support to Kennedy Agyapong ema yante asempa. And if that happen, it's going to take a backup viral, and then again is going to destroy the image of the camp of Kennedy Agyapong. Now, you make
then they see young Castle for the go for some best Jamal.
Almost be Jama. And you'll be an a coffee home. Sabita Frache, thank you to no mokono. It's on public domain. Krobi Omokos will be they post it online. Baby Ombe could be any. These guys heard say they are coming to Ashanti region. It test boys now. Ubesha last month, Ken Yomuye show. And to be honest, Ken has a lot of support from the Tescom guys. It in almost say honorable Ken Ebano. They find the need say, hey, Obi a yen feel say, or no baby or man and me nobody. And a Jack, Jama boys, mummy organize the union fa a Rusini Jaman Kushian, which is normal. And almost kono, they were not armed. If you are almost called with full-hearted Jama, Unkuta Sekai, Ukromodi on 7 ebo, Yankoboy and Samu and Wawa Nipan. Etino, Abro do ho no crano, no more to room. Right away, Nana and Croform, according to boys, and Crophobia stop him, some more finding room. And they insisted they will still go in. Only students' life, I fear. You know, I secondary school, you know, boys' life here when it comes to Germany and Yamasea. You know, eventually they were allowed to go in. All they were doing said, Tama ye frere honorable, your bony dino. They cheer him up with that vim.
Okay.
Like, yeah, would be a boys. It, can't grab it.
Moral.
Yeah. It can't be now crowd be kasa. No crest or poem so. Omunya kasa, omunya de no na ultimate kasa. And then again, can't make it emphatic during the camp the interview. Or say do baby crown no crown on person be taking the shine away from Baumia. It or catch rom say omun trase na omoma dwumadie ni nkoso. I wonder if you've seen the video. Ken starts speaking over their Jamano.
Okay.
Because Ken has a microphone.
Okay. Because of the
exactly. It almost to Jamano na Ken started name Como. It right then almost a Ken Kasanafi. It starts silencing them, and then they went mute. Then Ken has a chance to.
At what point Nasikan what
that is where I am surprised because everything has done the Pennyphone, be a sorry. Yeah, we program very successful. Eti Abonten Omujina, Edna, one of Ken's supporters, I mean, leading a Omokon. I know who boys no say, oh, my the Mujama the manager, Mubama, my boss Mora. Onye envelope which is about 1,000 cities. Onye envelope na Munkoche. Thank you. Etino envelope na de ma omo ekutom. And then this guy from nowhere, no be shim envelope di free omsem. And bisa brand say, oh, masa ade. Sika your boss ma obi di abecha and the old Jeffries. And one a guy ne epeja ne shirt cost through say. And I did 2 children, so Mujimia. Yes. And I did 2 children from this.
My guy not need 2 children, no, a student and now we're outsider.
Oh, you're outsider. So, but what I cannot emphatic say, whether he was with Baumia and now say he was just coming his way. I don't want
to information there just saw your Baumia nipa.
I don't want to sit here. I don't want to sit here and do blame game. Okay. Let's face the fact.
Okay.
That's how you do politics. And anything can happen. It could have been said, Sebaumia, any person in your chain is cannot or come war and say, we will sit here and say the same thing. Please. Or pay that to the children. And a boy, a bomb. It's out of fear. And I'm so boss. Because yes, you accommodate you and then they took 200 cities out of the money, and I'm the one also brought 200 years. So the boys start giving warning shot or 8 times.
Yes. Direct is a function now. We are police for security and
that is where I'm about to find out. Say what actually took place because there should be a security personnel around. Because Baumia is a
warning shot 80. At least in the first warning shot, no coin. The security should have been alerted.
They are alleged. 80 train 80 na go form. And akwana here there are $200. 200 cities in the boys dollars. 200 cities in the they jump in a pickup and the boys also were so smart enough say they took the car plate number. And a bullet, covers, what fell down, they were able to pick 3 of them to use as an evidence to the police. It almost the evidence in your command police. And car no Toyota Hilux no number no the police. The police are still investigating. Let's find out the truth. But the reason why the narrative of the shift said according to what the boys were saying during their interview, boys say is branded with Baumia pictures. That is where it's coming from. But the thing is, Metima drive can car. Now you're he will jump in the car and do things. Because sometimes the way we do our politics when it comes to radio and TV, let's speak the truth. Baumia is a nice gentleman. I don't hate him. any policies, and I'm in a that doesn't make him my enemy. Agyapong, I like his mindset of how the Ghana man or the Ghana bekono. I know how developed countries, how they started it. Who read the history of any country there. They go with pragmatic leaders to build a country. And then we can, you know, it looks like a backwards. But be a Ghana free by 1957 till now, that's light. It's so sad.
Yeah, but before you more of the national issues, it is because of stabbing it in a Canada, Japan, so I read because my bony video, so I read.
Ken has done the greatest honor and greatest thing ever. I've reached another level of respect for him.
So I read moment.
Yes.
No.
Because we withdraw from the thank you toy on withdraw from NPP.
Okay.
And two different things from Alan and Ken. Thank you tour. The thank you tour now has turned to campaign because it looks like the whole thing were orchestrated to promote Bawumia agenda. Now,
okay.
Yes, because almost starting what are we thinking about? Tell me one thing all they do say platform what they do is to promote the agenda of Bawumia. Now I
don't understand. So to promote the agenda of Bawumia, say
Ken Kasa. All Ken preach is about unity.
Okay.
Or say party no baby adunusi and kanya hu amomua udi Yesu Christu kraba. We're not going to win power. It is a son let's unite ourselves, united front to go and face our opponent so that we can get the power back. And he has been consistent. And I can't call Tescom. This man stood on the stage, Isuka said, Obia ufo se mi Canada Japan maya obone ne fache me. Obi nso a wonso wakasa tia me a umunu fo se waye me bone no me jama maka wonso me di achew. Let's build a party. Let's start with United Front. Adie bia asibia no yema ne nkone started fresh. Ni emfa party nko to me. As a leader, that's how you talk.
That's it. So sadly, I think I no press omo ye Bawumia agenda because it can
I'm glad you asked that question. Very, very fantastic question. If you let me come there. Say I mean no kasa say see. Yeah, funny say, yeah, plan to see a court thank you to. If you are my mama fatun scenario kitu be na me to amasem so. Me maami ewu. My ye me maami ye. Abusuafo ne namfofo adofo aba beja me yesi abrewa. Asem de na se akọ. Edi na wotwe me ba beda amanfo ase. Mo amobeja me yie no, me ba beda mo ase. Na afia me ba wanim se wa beja me yie. Oh, afia bokuya. Me maami ye aba de me da ase pa o. Say mo aboa me ye na emom no ma me kra no anope no wuye because ma me pensa dodo ye ka kire say ma me nyansa ono onya no ma me aduane bu a doctor atua no so oni owia no no akọhye dem no wawu ti ma me wuo na wawu nie
evidence was into your point is more
I'm building a point if you are me I'm building a point me can see asem so etini ma me wuo na wawu nie ono anope no de ewu me ka sa asem we a owa me ba beda wase no adwen be na abenya ama me se no bia o ma me ewu na wabegyina keka nse hu se na ne se yeduma ke ama yie no the same thing na NPP here yakọ akoma no yakọ dinkubuo ya lose power abysmal say mu say instead say ke be call unity tour no mu say enko thank you tour which don't make sense to me. Fine, ya be actually every aspirant that was participating and also taking contest no, was invited. Thank you, Tono. We are going to preach about unity and then thank the masses that vote for us. If you can't no mass, we are near Chrom, Yanse Mukwama, Yelusu, and Tinebia, Yabesremo, Musama Yakonya Bim Nemo, Yaba 2028. Yabe is serious who be to near say the best started. Dear Sremo, give us the chance again to come to power. ukasa nipa no ne kuma beto ne yam na emo ko gina na ukase adenti e ma ye lose ye no arrogance of power.
Okay, internet omo come episem wa
abonten oya sana sympathy ben na uko seeking from the people you are going to beg.
Okay, but so that doesn't answer accusation. I would the book about me. I'm gonna say, and then I thank you to an campaign for Baumia because I'm going to my pay about here. And then people a pen or go many months.
Thank you.
But what accuse say? Thank you to an say a campaign for Baumia. And I'm saying evidence because I was saying
may bow if you over for no home quite. It allow me to get there. Say no. And tia yanyane say, and yes, I allege you. Your evidence, pictures, videos. Thank you, Tono. Mokona, you say thank you, Tono. If Professor Dubois Henso, President Kufuoso, Nanado, ye party no more thank you to her. They go with their running mate to do the counting. Thank you to. I can't thank you to Omuko in part one na poem.
Okay, I'm going to call with candidates, no. I almost call with running mates. Now,
the both of them go together because more than one ticket, so.
Okay.
And I'm going to city. We go, we move together. And now no pay. Lucky enough, your interview Nana B. I want it too on my FM. I mean, besides that, where is Napo? Also, on in Napo, now, Momo so your thank you to. Now, if you only be near home because as an yeah, friend, I interview. Now we have evidence already.
Maybe
Napo, some of the gurus, including Anabi, all the constituency, any constituency chairman's executive chairman's what other constituency, almost preaches say, two presidential and son to parliamentarian, any other ticket, no. Etino ni ye say ye pamucho ye ni omo confess say ye pese ye to presidential first. Etino say ye to first no there o make us omo print ye beba say ye be vote. If you do voting time and more delegates no, I want you guys to start voting say ye to presidential first. Etino onimo kan wi na odi bo amu ade ama.
Okay. Maybe all can I suggest an opponent and a beef na me campaign about constitutional changes. Some person here for delegates,
Delegates,
Okay, and thank you to no different.
And no different.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. Settle side issue. No, I think I'll come back to boy and second one. But tell me, see, I want a second. What's your other hospital? I doctor force you elect on made this guy. Baumia friend and an incorporated friend. Baumia someone.
As I'm speaking right now, me too. Dear says, see, I know a friend. Dear, me know what I mean. But before I made Bahano, since yesterday to the day, Obian Freo. And I heard you make Obian Metria, Kabia da Obia can Agyapong have taken care of it. I'm a hospital no call on Korea and was here to wheelchair 24 at the Achom because of Koeno in Crawford Yari or modern to master from that form concrete. So and a mobile, he couldn't live like that. It was here a mom wheelchairs. 24.
Okay. The boy now, yeah, me pena person the boy in picture cry. One of more guys in the Sunday. I didn't want to show that one. That one shows Moja, yes, Moja from a granty and a pie. Yes, I didn't do hospital tema gave you a granty and Kawu.
We lost it.
Me name some money, ma, many papa.
In fact, name a many papa, nana. With Ken right now as we're speaking. And no, Ken the Koji Hotel man name no. Emo Mudaho. Ken sat in the hospital 24 hours. And Opayana Ken Ifrio. Oh, it shows leadership. Say minti and Kaubeshri Unkwandia. I didn't know Muyen Kram. I withdraw. Momu Komanim. Let me take care of you. Nemo Muhu talk. Every Nasa me feel say I'm Pamekwa joining back. I may join back. But say yeah, thank you to. Now yeah, there was second be kunkumobidie. No. Say me free more. Me supporters need be actually no bad. They also withdraw. Okay. It at the end of the day, it will bring peace. Okay. That's how you said the peace. You can be a peacemaker. This is a clear example.
Okay. Mami kusa question we say mo supporters and can supporters so call who mo t-shirt say can for 2028. Say no a provocation.
Afia.
It's almost the one I was starting to talk.
Nobody started it. The patch wo. Tell me. Omu koe bisa say Ken Crawford and Shesa Ken t-shirt no. Omu ko en for omu koto. They went and meet Baumia royal ladies. Omu so share Baumia t-shirt. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Politics. Okay. If say me support to Baumia and as I mean support to no. That fact is he's not my enemy.
Okay.
I just don't share the same ideas and as any policies, I don't share, I don't like it. It's not my main support to no. But beside that, I will be proud of myself. Say, hey, that's my brother.
Okay. Okay.
They say
2028, fully or back.
Full nyanya. He's contesting and he has made it to UTV, or sister station. I can emphatically say, no intimidation, nothing will stop him. He's coming, so they should be ready. So what I said.
And thank you to also shows that also are ready to come back in 2028.
Exactly. But I'm ready. And also just also it's all over. Be a show interest.
NPP for me, Busa was saying we say more position January, February, March, to the ever say December, credit come almost 6 months and do say
4.5 months.
4.5 months. I think I'm more pre 2028. Are people serious?
I feel
4 years of
America say, as I said, party leaders, right? Straight from chairmanship to organizer. Sir, thank you to we are almost share. To me, nobody should take it wrong way. Unnecessary. Say, thank you to we don't sit down and wait till 4 months later after our loss. Now, Mose Michael Quay reported by and we're supposed to keep it private. But right now, by doing baby and said that one thing. Because from what Baumia was preaching, tells you say he's speaking out of he's speaking from the Michael Quay report. Because I'll say Michael Quay report on this say Michael Quay report on this say binum kasa omko kasa ye and NDC for ejina so ede tuti aye.
Next time you put it against Canada, Japan.
That's how some of us take it for.
Okay.
And then I want to say, ye kasa ye koka. Ukase ye kasa ye plural. You involve yourself. But three kasa ukase e binum kasa umkoka ya. Ye directly you speaking to one specific person. Then when ye kasa de ye nyina ye mistake because I quite remember say. So audio tape na NDC for bono. If you are not mobile, if fundamentals are weak, your exchange rate will expose you. They play that. One accounts ask them.
I know say about me.
Thank you. Almost in a car by economy. Almost say, oh, yeah, but no, or say I will arrest the city. Nina, they play that. I've given the key to Dampari. They play that. And you know, say almost say you're no kasana a man NPP co-opposition there. Don't exclude yourself. That is that answer.
Your point is that kind of one.
No way.
Okay.
Bonnie. Now, my info analytics, I'm research. The reason why you lose you and Nanado 68%. Baumia contribution to it was 9%. Now, can your client no cry no cry? A public
domain can contribute. You are saying that Nanado can NPP losing more than Ken.
More than Ken.
For 8 years and more power, but could be a bad TV over before they Jimmy. No, I can't. Propose your boy, can be 100%.
But info analytics, the buy, I'm going about what the research say.
Okay.
That is not relevant because Okansa Seminole Fia 2014. Okansa Seminole and San Yeba Power 2016. It is our Seminole effect on us. We wouldn't get power.
Okay.
effect that we can't even win another 2020.
Okay.
That is not relevant. We're talking about present. Some of can say, I say, also economists, and I'm call IMF. The dollar was 4 cities. You do 16 cities. Southern Planokas are 12 cities. And what secret is this? Well, any secret, it's all over. He just repeat what is already there.
Okay.
And info analytics research about just said that was just least of the problem at the co-position.
Okay.
But the major one was the economy.
Okay.
Nobody wants to speak about that. And that is my problem.
Okay.
It is how better than na ukasa chere na ontie na E-levy mo ankasa mo mpe na me boa tamo kan ya say ai me pacho ye twa E-levy cake where was Baumia and the wife
No party
party ni bi I was chairman Sabon Sufie Baumia was dancing ete na obekasa kufu
eti Baumia shada na dey lose abeni to usher the here assembly na go
Kufuado shifting all the blame to Kufuado but you are part of the administration me pacho ene ye kasa ye se Baumia Kufuado administration. And as a head of economy, other economy and Ubejino catch them say, after 3 days, me are 2 petrol munu. Now when you're aware, who are you trying to lie to? Come on. Yesika Sembia wa Ghana biano a foul office before it will come outside. And it's all person now the blame, who shifted blame to a Kufuado said. So they took on a post. Oh, Baumia Munyana said, petrol matum. What are you saying?
It will by central parties about me ungrateful or your bonia.
Very, very ungrateful.
And then one winning the opinions of
and meanwhile, if it's not a Kufuado, me, I'm not supporting a Kufuado because me personally would do me humble. Okay? But let's call a spade a spade. Baumia, before you get to NPP, a Kufuado held your hand. Some of the party members about it, no, Akufo-Addo stood on his feet and defend you. Said, listen, me a lawyer. Eti eba mremu dia, metime buoma, but sikasem no menyade. Trachi oya Bank of Ghana ntimi pamucho. The economy ni share nsa. Obebo no homode ne ye di oma no akoyie. Asem we badwin ba bia oka kire no obete wase. Then Akufo na ma Akufo mu nyina ne ntom, ohini ntom mu e ma waiver say okay, let's go until somebody from nowhere. They pick you outside straight. Unye Ajuma constituency da. Unye party officer. Unye constituency chairman. Uni party card. They took you from nowhere. Waiver straight to number 2.
On one politician from nowhere.
From nowhere to number 2 in the party. Yamau running mate for 8 years. What be a vice president for 8 years, 16. Yamau wakwenya to be the flag bearer. Na say ne. Who did all that? It's Akufo-Addo. He did it for you. Then who are calling Bejina Papa Nim catch and say, "Who kasa ontieno na so edi say na no otinaso." And I was so pissed off for me to see him talking like that. Party leaders, hierarchies, muti on amosheno. Nobody called him to order. Right now, Baumia is not the leader of the party.
So why the leader of the party they say?
Stephen Ayesun Tim.
Team that was a thank you to not Baumia.
Not Baumia. If we're going to thank you to even Stephen Tim can send the head. Na nimuda for poster so not Baumia. If you put Baumia head that, I mean you campaigning. That is a strategy of campaign. If you understand the running mate na munkrasi a watch sikano. SN Crofadrin. We just lost power less than 4 months. Look at what is happening in NPP.
Oh, evidence but na pasem na okay so na munkrasi cheska.
Afia, me want more crazy evidence. I don't know what because almost say. Young two presidential first. You know why they are suggesting we should vote presidential first?
No, for the delegate, national delegates are about one okay.
Yeah, now young two presidential first. Near the president, you know, you answer your constituency chairman and parliamentarian. And you know why they are proposing that?
No.
Jimmy for. Almost yes, sir, because now they are all holding their position. Obi oye chairman. Obi oye party secretary, secretary. Obi oye constituency chairman. They are already holding their position. You know, Let's use that machinery to select the presidential candidate. Yeah, you any a to Congress no mu lusua already no ma yibaumia. There's nothing there's nothing to worry again. That strategy now they are using. They should stop it. Part in the constitution, and if any two presidential other candidates. And see baby other. Presidential always go last. Near Baumia any ni cruise near you my plan is this is the way to go. Yanka say your campaign. But in order to sell him, no, let's do 10 young corner say thank you talk. And then look at the catch it. Baby no. Let's invite all the aspirants. No mumedi a chinti. Otherwise, and I say in a way, no, who for some more thank you to about who names
a campaign.
A campaign who Kasama Baumia.
Okay.
It is a Baumia Bejina or Casa Kufa to a school now so a ding Ukasa on TSA you levy crack Casa Nanka almost soon other aspirants no Sabejina I a Kufa and then I swear you see the trick right down.
And how do the trick now? Omasha won't say Nanado has nothing to do. Don't you piano so. No man rebranded by Umiani at the normal the number, but my mom for some joining because a very interesting the Amoyan. But like I said initially, you say opposition for the sake of multi-party democracy, democracy opposition or party or power, you must do the best. And was so Ubema discipline, corporate governance, a year within your party, especially NPP. I must be a crutch for party. What if the family financial NPP? So we a kid for NDC when they did to trust and I'm ready to power.
I'm so sad for a party like NPP to reach this level. And I said, baby, I do know. Is it the MPP that I love? Is it my MPP anyway? MPP a kufuor time. NDC for be free NDC be joining. Oksi ado mu free NDC. Edu ba bi kra na lote Jacob no kasa or NDC no say kasa about MPP abaso. Because the party was so attractive. And then where is that attraction? It's gone. All because of one mistake. It say yeah, fire Nancy from near nyai. What said the whole party, Eric, let's support one candidate. No, that is wrong. Men case don't support him, but men case one support no. Why am me enemy? We am a town for Is that where we are now?
Yeah, well,
is that what we practice? NPP is a democratic party. What are we doing?
Well,
well.
What are you doing? No, question.
Yeah, it is a say no the can say second I redraw. Thank God.
That decision is permanent.
Uncle Diomachi, because Osia kwa unim nipa eba akoboni too. It let them finish at least or show up senka. Can have my main secret be intro. Can walk conference, international meeting, Spain, or be Cambridge, UK. Or be Madagascar, the M so Aquaba, or be MC4 and Aka. He pushed all or Makumako international conference meeting, or Makumako for 4 countries. Or pushing in our way just to follow Baumia, and he said it emphatically. Said because he was invited, on Kase on Chiomanungo, he's going to join because he himself is preaching for unity.
So he feels sabotaged the way.
Exactly. Say me as a unify a idea. Let me put whatever I'm going to do aside. I can do it later on, and I can reschedule. Nemo memwa na your party na let's bring it to power. I don't know why they do all this. Now, if you are Nanabi, when your time, go watch your sister station. What Nanabi said today. It's so
they also chair why they go to start the whole kind of disrespectful near but problem internally. You see, because to do the work as an opposition, I was saying to me, homework internally.
So, do you think?
Opposition also demand this agreement to me.
And one more.
Because national issues, and I was at the DNA report me to almost say Ghana for the door now. We are recent Ghana for the door now, so almost supporting military intervention.
Yeah, I saw that.
So Ghana for the door now, so almost supporting military intervention. It's a threat to Mahama. It's a threat to Moa Mpesa Mubaba. It's a threat to Ghana.
You know why? You know why they are saying most Ghanaians are saying it's almost a military rule, because almost your neighbor country, what is happening there? Small boy, less than 40 years. Look at what he's doing.
Now what we have for crying about Chisakai.
Say, yeah, make us a mambo, penny, dibu, nya kolani, dibu. Any boldness, obia waku kudura, you can face. Obia, you know how to negotiate. And me, I see that thing in Agyapong, so you're a good negotiator. He can do this. Let's give him the chance. Yeah, man, 8 years in office to be a vice president. If you are being a vice president in your position, get well.
You and then now you have a branch and it's like to see NPP party need a mogu no kwata to catch a Ken John Copel because I hear man. Oscar man say Ken will only win if his supporters remain disciplined. Or say problem if he can Japan supporters and so supporters more disciplined. But the person man supposed to join yes yeah, because I be brisa near a program in them. Abdul Razak say all of them have failed. They should contract info analytics to undertake research. And yet, Ken, party executives didn't know paid. Said, "Oh, you or my idea." A friend said, "I can't end it." Or say, "But Baumia is not a real MPP member." I know that of Agerica is a fact. Over 7 years, boy, will you over Michao and then they have my bantina whom you are. Y'all will say, the MPP has no sense to govern Ghana again because the equity said, "No, there was 1 year." And yeah, then go inform your own party. To me, papa or kind of channel. Also, Baumia is not a bold leader or a bold leader come so about to boom. Say any battle, any issue. And yet, men from Coche Nanado, what you say, I can't Macau messages of a student to Macau day. Abante was international governance. International governance then. Okay, I don't know. International conference. Okay. I say when I can't international conference also. I think now can't up by Kennedy Agyapong conference. I can see we joining in our it shows the level of commitment. Misty, I say Ken doesn't have the temperament and prudence to be the president of Ghana. Simple. I know they will say a catcher Ken and Crawford. No more to tear put to say. I will say Bibia Unya Abutre. Exactly. Say this man is clueless. Ken, who is intolerant, he doesn't even respect poor people. We are better than how to make the number say changing a Ken. MA leader or no better Ghana. So Ken Nakasa crowd has lost the plot from day one. The end of the month, Franco Shet Obia. Mamma
Guru. Entina said a vote in the by and I in a share. Dintia Nipa Bibre, Ankoto. And Entina share Professor Okwe National Elections Review Committee no omo jumano General Secretary a boss will call into the details summary the entire nipa vote no the entire uhwani nyina nipa bufu ye asema ye mfomso wo ho ye juma mom but ye mfomso so bebre so wo ho ema nipa ebufu ye omo se omo nkoto abano men canning in abium because you're not secretary a canning in but miso me persemegina my men naimo party naimo gabain so naimo me say ampa ye from so mum fine chain.
Okay. And what I had it's about me accept responsibility or say so he's not taking himself out. Or say from so into mum fine chain. Why are you thinking about me? Accept a responsibility.
This was the second speech. I want you to go and play. After that mistake. Hey. No. I'm not making this up. Where's that video? Do you have it?
So do you have that one? Send the money. If you have that one, send another one day because I have
Hey,
UTV video na me boy.
Okay. This was the second. This was the second video. Maybe send the first one or that mistake. I think said ni team no friend not baby no move to the phone. I'm not lying. Okay. Do the research well. Mary Shasania, bro. It should be on my thing. Terrible.
I play video. But Michael, whilst you look for a because this one because Obi sending message now can say he's not a bold leader and can say there. And I don't know about that, but a friend say Michael Mamuti, good evening. And they have point. No,
that's a crash of family tip now. Men come in tip now. Mature will be a mature for Jerry. So, Steph, you may one say outside now, no yet one of my NPP near NPP. Frankly speaking, it will miss a party or might be a opposition. But my dream upano, Sank NPP, Sebi, a big crank and you can crash a Hagan in Ibia. The yes, here Ghana forces CA Pani, yes, one year president, Yanko Pandom, Yenya, support to Yawaba. Yemfa Paibon Tanachi, now on to me to or mine my o free so next will be free so ya drain MPP ne omoniema omoyen because one omoniema omoyen said they are not ready for power. And me who said your baby bia no so man get careful and hear about you can say omoniema omo points omunyan no sa 38 as say no so san tenebeti ba omian sema o kanya no or afeme no say yes me credible some side me beko enye Thanksgiving be now and I say thank you to be no just affirmation say me a credible some side me beko nense ma Kenya it's like now say I had a wajitum ne rare speech a one mania no the baby obeka say yen no or mo bia so but or born near ma so say and a economy and a year and no no part of it and they one from so but or can general yen Yang the says if you all can sound but send can you say betting tax or say 11 no can say me catch the president one fa and I say I found them there miss me to say ye say but catch general yang now can say san yan fan general say oh near course in your man fa wa bra wo boy kufu adu achi wo bo ye can say Kennedy achi obo bi achi but one kasa there on say then you ho. But
this speech Mantis or Kennedy Agyapong to see he didn't single Kennedy Agyapong. Kennedy Agyapong to a now Casa fine part about me craft friend. On also attack it. If I was for the request or attack it, Baumia craft.
Martin Steph, I'm mentioning idea. On say Sebi, yeah, Cocrafuni. So all Casa a big Casa or Mukoka, one and a Casa more saying Kennedy. F.R. by no. What can I say? I said that obviously, and yet you can't say Sebi.
But there's also no direct says or the king because
Metuasu and the Metuasu.
Nipa be so kasai. Yeah. Bibian where it's a king and out of all the members or the king.
Matuasu.
Because to me money again have to say we are na popo kasa ni na fa kasa na kwa kasa. There's no evidence that shows that king kwan or they no. So
now, Steph, you are now talking about Ghana. In Melbourne, no do na say or mope. You can say coup nena se for no. And yet, Sebi coup no mopo. Coup no the common tiasie. Melbourne do na tiasie. And yet coup no mopo. A memo born in afuno or no make choice our montiasie. Say a memo born if no wa. Sebi one here crana bun some Sebi you nimbun some send you see react. You had nibbed no crowd one because you used to know. That is the only reason I Ghana for Melbourne be breaker kuku or Muntiku Nase. Almost feel Sebi Ibrahim Tuari near Air Cosu or Honum no Kuno Ninia no. And only a good side of coup. Na bad side of Kuno. Enyandru Burkina and Enyandru Niger and Enyandru you can say Mali. It's ye Melbourne Dolona ye Niger Mali Burkina no. Ye feel say kuku Ninia no. No. Nyankopon ado mo mu try ye o manya good side of coup it made the American yan say yen penny for no mo ntie ni ye na o mo fancy sanema because bad side of coup no e wo honom I no one way ya sebi 1 month kura na nsuo nka ho unyare 7 months na aduan papa bi anka ho obenante onkwa nyina. It's like ye no dodo na no ye hu sa ku ni bi da eti na ye hu no ye fese sebi soja abanyaba na obetu obi na wahya ase de oman ni sika ye nyoma enti ya dwen se ku ni nyia no ye ka wiase ku ai no ti match dem penifo no omomo omani na ho na omomo wa oman no na sebi ye won japade e betumi di asiesie ye man ni enya se de bia ye nkoa ye di abrofo no omo so se ye ki still fi aka meka
I mean, as Michael, because anything I had, baby, I make us say, was say, Obi, I careful, say, a MPPO, NDCO, PPPO, YO. We need a good party. Over there, what's a video? No, me what's what's name back, so I'll do it. But I'm going to a comment, final thoughts there on that. Na, fancy and say, because your time no so. My video, and I'm trying to download it so that I play it. Say I'm no. Okay. Well, audio number, huh?
Okay.
Say I can
Organa Ofi.
Okay.
Ofi.
Okay.
It video na me dey no so you see
what
I was referring to. It afterwards them say the team they sat him down and correct him, say you can't talk like after there's a lot of backlash from Akufo-Addo camp. Against Bawumia from all over social media.
Because of the kind,
yeah, now we back at Akufo-Addo as Sweden. Hey, Masa yama me obi o chen me pending me kasantiano regardless of political be a pattern be a mepe. Me jina ya me batra what is my kasantia Bawumia. I will never do that. Me kasantia
I don't know, Monday. I'm not speaking about I did actually no on Tenedia. So
well, and then they have to write things for him to Nipana or Tron Semman Kasano. He needs to be careful. Things that you write to him for him. Because one here, assembly back up it will create a big chaos. Right now, near me is in a fear said, yeah, and share ye MPP. Within the MPP inner circle, there will be an internal war. A bear crana dane a you as Rowan talk on be. After when did NPP get to this point? Me didn't want me to say because Akufo-Addo lose abanu. Na Adubo and lose ya to like a cast on contrast. Nobody came up because Adubo no supporters. Obiano Obejina Okaza change and Fanenko 3 times. Before Lusu first one, there was a reason why they decided to put him on the second ballot box. Because of the performance. Akufo-Addo, there's a reason they chose to bring him 3 times. But Akufo-Addo behind him, so we knew we saw it. He went with it.
Come about me, I'll tell you 3 times.
There be almost MPP for Neka said, yeah, the Akufo-Addo got 3 times, and Bawumia got 3 times. And do you think that me Trump position 3 times? I'm not ready for that. Akufo-Addo get 49.7%. Which is close to 51.1 It took us all the name Kobioma, who now going 41% in 38.2. What are you trying to tell me? Even in your own district, your own constituency, some places, in other cases, you get 0. Because of the tribal war, they are not going to vote for you. It's a problem we need to fix. Please, set aside. Nianji party, nisi your party na unkauna wa yedu ababeshemu. Let's help the party to rebuild. Come on your post. We don't care. But as at now that we're speaking, the party is going down the drain. All because of one person. And people have invested. People have invested in party. Bible said, "Baby, we Japadi one wakuma." Agyapong, he has invested in this party since 1990. I fear you know it. He will tell you, you can't party hurricanes, almost so party where you can never miss
the issue. They say, 4 years, Muhammad just started. I'm desperate for power, sir.
Oh, Efia.
Just got elections.
Efia.
This is the time I saw your internal homework. Baby, wait, I came away. I'm moving because some kind of demo, now solve a problem. The one in the young guy, Okay, more. Take Peter in now. For me, it's unnecessary. Solve your problem internally
now
first.
You are speaking my language, Afia.
Solve your. I can't go in through the pants and I will. Baba,
we need unity.
Good evening.
Why is that we are the same? Never. Obajari Metiao. The church you come with Piena. Sister Fia. Nyamia Domboko. Sister Fia. And no crash. Bakope. NPP for ya Hunyatron. Can a Japan some can be any or can and I seem you can be as an intro. Obi away. And na Kufuado, one of the NPP co-position. Obi away. Tibaumia can Odi Kasoka. But on such a cassette. Enye omunyina because omo ko cabinet o kana Japan ko cabinet o cabinet obi enti ensem bi abana no kure wo mu aye ka no mumyen me say ye wonpanimfo bi mu MPP mu maka no kure a kire enso anam say o ka ye beka say ye oya kana oforiata ena di problem onyina start ye ya obi aye awe economy e ko ye nyina ba omi ade ne tran ho say siman panin I want to be made a non-carrier. I don't know about me. I know your way. And the Abano, then you two say, I am from so and from Swaba. Abronye, who Abronye, Mimi Simming Cassius, you can a Japan bar, me Midicama, can I Abronya car, and my Abronya could say, Kyle. Busa, could see Otek FM. Me, I'm kind of my Bronya could say, could see Otek FM. Busa almost a boss from Cabronya. That never you be near campaign. Busano, Busabronya Sameboa, Sources Radio, can a Japan ban your bonamane pan chose. Abronya a yard into Omanica, Busabronya, can a Japan manica, Busabronya. Medica manica, my can say, or the campaign, my can say, Busano, Busabronya. Yes, Busamamiska, Busabronya noir, Emma can say, Emma can a Japan buy. Can a Japan bahano? Some and Edicana, my brother, can assay. Tina Bronya and your being fine. Busabronya, second Otek FM, and Okoja, Busamu, Oman, you on Busano. So one can say, I'm convocant in your day, can say, Debbie, and yes, have my catch a Japan, Emma can a Japan, a baha, a even got no pictures in your mitmas and in the arbitral. A that can a Japan buy any interview or social radio, and your catch a can a Japan. Emma can a Japan, a Bronya car, Busabronya.
For campaign
for the campaign, but
what has that got to do with anything?
Oh, I can a Japan echo Ebono. I'm okay, you know. I tell you, Abronya Kakayano. I know. Can a Japan money, yes, sir.
Or can I say, or Kaudina Tamana? I'm also can a man.
Now, why you can't summon your account? Mrs. Adia can a Japan Yama party no. And I can Japan can say Adia no, why am I party no? Or be crying Yaka come to me ban by GB. What I say, our man Coca can a Japan cast those and over more party no. And you'll be any tea. Oh, be a semi blown your coca ekayeno. I have put your book and a book in a Japan, not in a Japan, we also can. As my brother can want it.
And yes, I make
hello.
Repeat what you claim he said.
And I'm Abronya Smoke Kaye, our Bruno Honono, Obia TV, our social media, Obia Tia, insult. I say my canon.
There are lots of assumptions.
Have you made the video now, bro? Made the video now, bro.
I don't want to say you.
Asma me can say, yes, penkabomu. Kasa ebe free chama wa wo be bie wa no abeka no. Esa etriga no manyina. Wan kasa ye. What I say? Obia no match ni mu. Kana Japan say, the atwom bia no entwom ko. Enti ye pa che say time one mo ye campaign no. Ya ba omia mo ye no. Enti ensam mo ka che kana Japan. 10 cents ni nsam how kunsi mu nyina didi kana Japan tam. Enti nya ya on. Onye nipa. Hwe mo papa ye watimi atu no wasi wo abo party. Obia no obetima kana Japan. NDT for cry awe say kana Japan. Aya de. Enti kasa bi wa ye kan ye penkabo mu a enye ntiti mu o. Enka ono so bedi ya waka nsem bi ba nsem a efiri dipenia no ba it is airtime se penkabo mu pa de asa ba power de a enye sakasa we kana Japan me opportunity etina se benam ne so mama be ka se NPP kana Japan na se ni se no ntu atwe no ade no enka nyom candidate for you and Kekobi. Kabamuano and Chama, one and Kabocom baby. And I'm kind of me out on the giant best support. And Mudimochi. There's a Mukanam Casan and Mode Badia, Sister Via, Sanya Yaquano Janquentia. It's a better second channel. No penny baby tina. Now, oh, yeah, why any cup of and some of my kind of demono, and some of my kind of demono. A beast to be still, or be a cacasenchi. I can say, Sikai will be way. Who say, acquire way a pretuous, also Mr. Jerry Chechim. Won't you mean for blaming him about me because I don't know my idea you have free echo and a case is a happy here. Any of can one man here. And they see and mass nema musica. Sana then quiet and ya dear. And we meeting in I didn't see was you after the meeting. So what I say, and think come as we call neither as a car will be mafia. So what I say, and this is why I'm the sent to quest big master. I'm not be busy to cheat to communicate my man for Jane. I said, you can tell me, I say, table as any other day, and so to me come once a money a year, and yan to qua. As some area on the custom, and yan to quan yako. But maybe I say,
homework, and yes, our power need them. We don't can apart from nice you. Munyam homework. Missing Patron, good evening.
Hey, good evening.
That
is a
Adam.
Mechia, I have phone in if you are a NPP no dear. Baby, I should be passes here and a branch up on home. And Obi our party will be a didn't know costono. Umpebia, Bepesa party, the Becabum ye pano. The future and the face of the NPP na yako yanimno. Dr. Brian Champon, and Obi Abel join Honum. Naman Koye Baumian Koye Ken. Didn't know Honor Dorso. And I believe, say,
the new track candidate in here by the Champon Honor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, Baby Jinam.
For president, and I for presidential candidate.
No. Yeah, but as call for presidential and the park Sakasa.
Okay.
Enti ono ba untimi meye ba omi asem untimi ma meye ken sem ne ade a the unify akasankasa obeka party na bom no ena Dr. Brian Champo enti obia de na ekoso no na ni nyi ho a ompe no omeka ye ho na ye support Dr. Brian Champo na fe o medi party also say ono oyo the age no kate across on a youth group no beko on a paying-for money. What which is can one
more the same MPP and I know of we have in over.
Oh, so when we say the same MPP, no, till the same MPP. No, sir, you should see if you have the acrimony between the two personalities now. What I say, can a Japan neighbor Umia acrimony near to a different level? What I say, but say Dr. Brian Champon Burma as Obiahun as neutral Beka Yabuma, sad de Basabasa already at the end of her, Ibehu or Platinum. But I then what they ask is seasoned journalists. No questions me to be any observation be a my young person maybe so. Okay, time. I
remember this. I'm not answerable to move.
If you feel so crow,
I do that. Make your statement. No,
Ken pa ye nim no. And this is for buy nipa mo pam mo bebrebe. And then ma cause Chief Justice near there pam mo near the nyina. Ken kan wan sem bio. And how? What on kan wan sem bio.
So kasa do onye ni na o kasa do onye ni no e di on na kasa.
He would die for the youth of this country. Now, change of government haba. Now you mass vocation of appointment. Majority of them are youth. No, Bia Obeku die for the youth of this country. No, hasn't said a word about it. Are you not curious about it?
Now, by how many months? I buy barely 6 months. You do 6 months. But can't you rational make us a Debbie? Missy. Missy Nyabotre. The same time I have vilify and Wagana for Casado. This is about power less than 6 months. You expect him to come and talk again. Not trouble, no.
Or Casado don't know was in the contest.
Yes, but in the same contest.
And
I don't expect now he will consult more, especially when he wants 2028. He has to need him local settle your homework, your no make.
But not for somebody who says Obewa.
You campaign more candidate.
He hasn't said a word about it. The other side of it is that are you not also curious? Say, and this if one can shame for so home. Because okay, come on. Oh yeah, no, in the statement about I remember vividly say, and this before said crime has no expression. Anytime on baby on be prosecute Ken on those utterances. Or by no, or chasing wine, I finance minister. What is this for chasing Agyapong?
NDC chasing oral.
The game plan is
you only prosecute cases that are prosecutable. Yes, I did 8 years. No one chasing case. No national resources.
The game plan is that Kemum and representing the future for NDC. At any point in time, NDC 4% or Secretary Agyapong NPP candidate. That is why Kennedy Agyapong is not talking about NDC.
The NDC is pushing for Ken to lead NPP.
Oh yes, because Kennedy Agyapong be a candidate for NPP there, NDC be ruling the next century. That's the magic. And to one can NDC for them, NDC for NCC no. What I say? Into a much send a ya.
Question with but busy. Oh, black is here, Busa, and never all cats a can make a brand come once a man. What's why you come once a man. So why you not
in comparative term, no? I Agyapong, MBE, no, who say, on a youth advocate that. Unlike Kenna,
Massa, what he says, see, I will sit here. Was it Brian Agyapong united a unity candidate because he bridges the gap between the youth and the you want to
right.
Into the question about Chen was a very clever say. Was it Kennedy Agyapong make a CJ anyone? Brian Agyapong can be no.
Brian Oyanka in the record
press conference now because
if you Brian Agyapong on the records in those kind of assembly Mekabino ASA. Brian is not noted for say assembly or Mekabio.
This is unfair to Kennedy Agyapong. Where the market to candidate, this is unfair. Mischief now, you know, so you better the mischief that you are saying. You better stop the mischief and the propaganda if you want to campaign for Brian Agyapong, campaign man. Remember your mischief there, and I agree with it. Remember sabotage you be candidate for
candidate about reforms like I say, but how I didn't know be a reformer. The question say candidate back could be no person or a reform. I think say a decision about at the neck. And the proposed that now ever for expansion of electoral college, you know. I then any poem Kasama Agyapong, Obiampe. Yes, see a percent Sika Yipia or primaries, being it parliamentary, being it presidential, no. Young broad in electoral college, you know, that's secretary and my form. Why must you be against this?
Ken is not against. Ken is support.
Of Jerry was the man earlier on. No, or say I am person who is asking the mayor, a bit favor Baumia. Executive no lose. We want to check democracy in NPP. Be a supporter. Now you brought the electoral college, you know. Now the party don't answer Banibi. Now secretary and Embra form.
Mr. Free, Mipacho T. Masemika Crash Wakasa. As someone may kind say. Yanya running mate be enamunkrasina or advocating for say you bet to parliament presidential first. I'd never say we are not in support of expanding the delegate system because let me tell you, Abra call primaries. Among the NPP leaders themselves, Obite say and the appear Kubi, he came out to say Sikasa and Yebe Triapa just to go to power there, me and the Mefa Menwadring. Obokasa mercilessly, Owie Osian Luzu ni seat. Do you think such person is going to advocate for that thing again? No. Etine yeno adia ebaye kutia ye ma ken kura luzu ya went me enyano. That machinery with that delegate system. It's a yemu billion.
In the most of the expansion, no?
Yeah. We want the expansion. Say Obio ye cardbearing member with good standing should be able to vote.
Yeah, but I think that means the assembly said Napomo they are now also fire Napomo no. They are not putting an abi more, you know. They are not marketing one candidate. They are doing expansion. They are teaching people about expansion of the electoral college. So who do what?
The reform is not meant for one candidate. The reform is meant for Obia. I'll say a door master class or Modisi care cut down, sensitizing voters in the party for the
reform once a Mistake. Who told you so? Who told you so more reform? And you know some no more.
No, that's a proposal as ready.
Okay, everything of a game.
Na NPP na ye koto abano na nkabom no na enni ho papa enyesa na yankasa against each other na NDC ebo ewo radio ewo TV towards the 2-3 weeks to the election. So now omuni campaign but playing our own language back to us. Intina ehia say ye campaign yen say ye internal contest. Don't bring down your opponent such that you cannot campaign for that opponent.
I'm saying this is about me video now. We'll send them mommy. I think this is the first one, but the other one downloading now is slow. Because I need to download it. But yeah, final thought because I mean, how do you hope say? I don't know. What shall we solve about meeting us because NPP cannot be a candidate anyway. And it's a Mrs. So campaign man candidate by the time, but the party itself no, is on ventilator. Do you think that they move with me? They are solving problem no?
I feel one thing I can assure you. 100%, even plus, Ken will be the next flag bearer of NPP.
And I'm quite
drosso. Minim near my coso form. Okay, ubetimi one kasa ubetimi the wadrin calculating. I mean, it's a Brian champion ever who else? I don't care. Brian of what?
Every am of a find grassroots. That is the deception.
Yeah, Miss Money, nothing.
Grassroots.
Yeah, can't Miss Money landed.
Jerry. Him for the grassroots.
Me Pacho, can I finish, please?
Okay, you ask him.
Okay. 18 say Ken last primaries, one the entry date of the time of entry was very short. He only came in within 6 months. And that within that 6 months, we all saw the performance. This time, we declared intentions early. Your co-position less than 4 months. What about because I'm contesting? Come next primaries. Oh, you know free. It has given some of us hope. And more majority no Becca say Ken and Can and Tama Ken Becca, now you're making agenda that next time no baby be on my them. If you behind closed doors, I know a lot of people who are supporting Ken. And this time, Akufo-Addo, whipping any hot to say before now. Or no Kasa as a leader, as Akufo-Addo as a president, or no Pena will be a man. So I like Melchamo and a two. But Umia is not the leader of the party anymore. Right now, the chairman is the leader. It is a fear and panic, intimidation, and that time, it's not going to work. If you have some, my mom, Fatonka Krevi, your opposition less than 4 months ago, right? Say, Sikakra Sabita Frache, Yadebe so party money adeno. Right now, as we speak in NPP Niska. Etino, and so Ebin Sika the campaign, Ebin Sika the Tuatua. Executive bi wo nkrabia sesa de be yebeto amam obia pocketing the ashen hu obu okro de ne de ebeboa party na ne maami ana ni nua bi ka so de agimie no moko musia luso sika na shimpa chokra chikakra wanya fabra ne fa enhwe ye hafa etino from now no there you might think say yeah, okay if I'm giving you a date 30th April by February 2026 as some will never be repeated. Watch and see so when NPP Nibia or because of Medinamu or Medibisika Bois, I do ABC 2008.
Okay.
Your core position.
Just because more security, you think that
No.
Me
American is when you so be was can American say omo etaya kire din where yam pray ye be call ye be say be do ba bi na fia obi ama for tie be juju.
Okay, yo.
Etino enkoye te say kan na machinery government machinery sika boni e di ensa abom. Iska yesedi afa sika na etua e ma yi osofo obi kra dum chedua ye command over 100 million cedis. Meanwhile na school for a bit that for a bit school feeding kra na nye. These are some of the mistakes cry man for a show mabu form to my NDC. Now, men pie bonnie say, Mama ba wabai. Even though I'm an NPP guy, I wish Mama well. Me pesa Mama mambu koso. Send a beya, ye be take over. A beya easy for Ken also to excel. Now, your wishes and your man say, what am I a Ghanaian? Mama is doing well. Let's applaud him. Or by less than 4 months. Ebinu the galam say take. Yeah, be 8 years yantimi ansolve.
Okay.
Let's go that away.
Yo.
Etino media manuasi kakra meka na no. The maker ba ku dey try to on say NPP obi kasa na your friend disciplinary committee. Or kasa wan kasa ye na twi card company for na. They should call Abronye too. They should call who else? Even Baumia himself should go to this disciplinary committee. Onye flag bearer. He's a party member. Okay. Because last time I came Kasa he was invited. Baumia is no other bigger than nobody. He's not bigger than the party.
Yo.
They should call him down and sit him down and correct him.
Yo. What about Missy?
If you have that say, first of all, make a sense of a genuine defining grassroots.
Definition now
over the name no and I'm try some better to go Kumasia Akofani Abai because definition of grassroots near say obi a de water and they say grassroots you know Agyapong and to a cover bia and was said they ban on they ban on now
are you listening to yourself?
I'm telling you. And
no. The way you after the show, after this show, go and play back and listen to yourself.
I will.
Okay.
Because,
thank you.
Because
okay, you have a Kosokasa.
Right. And to test, Ute, almost tested non-existent grassroots support now. Almost in their mind, you know, Japan, no. And to them, baby, almost a crowd, any dumb, any day, about the cancel. No, I say, oh. The part do na grassroots no and a package here back and I'm test bi Kumasia akọ backfire do enti enya grassroots bia nyina and a package in Japan say grassroots no lawyer supporters ni nyina e call Brian Champion wa omu nyina be support Brian Champion. Secondly, okay, something about investment in the party. Okay, and no about campaign financing and then party funding. The party actually immobilizing resources in the name of the party. What I say, the Bible party no bena. Yeah, in fact, on tansian kobo ubia. If you have a example be, and I keep
summarize.
I keep telling people say, member New York in 2016, me count winter time I want reno. People by fundraising kwa ha 12 times. Yeah, ba mu o ma ha meje $1 bill. Enti yati abamu no mu na sika o he na define the party no. You understand? And that is
fundraising one more broche for no beji musika.
Yes, me see in 2016 I can count about 12 times. But yeah, ba no 1 year penal. But I count about 12 times. The last one by me of Fordham University, I was there. Okay? But then yeah, ba 8 years ni na bisa say.
Oma beji ke bia o
$1 from Mr. Dr. Champion. Omo fundraising bi wa. So you ask the party say in government, how were they funding the party?
Is it okay?
No, but that's why the question is opposition now campaign. Campaign. And if somebody like Agyapong, who is the biggest beneficiary of contracts under the NPP regime, or ye contract in Pastor just can be and be found the party and all Yasun Kwadi say or invest in the party or invest in the party.
Okay.
You are that is it. Because he is the one of the biggest.
Ken is the only one. Ken Kwana contract for party man.
My words were that he is one of the biggest beneficiaries.
Candidate on your contract.
Why? That's what the minister. Why Juma? In fact,
now apart from minister, only contract. Me candidate Dr. Brian Tampo no contract be our bem.
I am not here to dispute it, but I'm saying in quantum terms.
Like I said, no question why give me back. Can be another option.
One I had to do. Will be a
no, I'm not contract on ya. No, this can be more party. And I said, I can be a boy. I come on.
You see, this is about style. Obia or kind of us or an idea publicity or the Bema. You understand?
Yeah.
Maybe a doctor Diana or you know. Yeah, who did they be great? Senya on Agyapong, but says yeah, project Dianimo. Say so, you know, you have PRI unit in the idea going forward. No, you be who how never be doctor, you know, you be man publicity. I'm a who say,
doctor is saying what
Dr. Brian Tampo.
Oh, okay, Dr. Atrim. Because we have Dr. Baumier.
Say the doctor are obvious. Okay, Doctor, Agyapong and Brian Agyapong and Twaso. It's becoming obvious now. You understand? Because the Dr. Bakwi, they say, Uncle Yama, yes. And now, if you say doctor in NPP, the obvious name is Dr. Brian Agyapong.
The doctor then Uncle Yama, but we are not.
Oh, that's a Echo Yanka, in two positions here of here.
I am Misty. Oh, anyway, yeah, I know maybe you know a NPP. You go forward, you don't know. The person to enjoy us about. Hey, or something more questions. Catch a misty so bit as a seven as a seven just or fire, baby.
And that's a similar piano maker.
Now they're baby, a candidate now, the Oyaman to be on pet. Hey, bless the NPP, and you want your man to be flag bearer after running the party down. Okay. Or the Canadian Japan, you go for there was so more running party down. How they open say. I see a do they can't also person president and Mr. Senate candidate to know. Also person a president, you know. I must say, I see you don't support by the champion. And can someone can because you probably say campaign I'm a brand. And most is what you're saying, Mr. Okasa, and then Mr. I'm saying, what from Gombo? What from Gombo? Everything I'm saying, but would go party now with your Munguno.
Party Ghana need that you say NPP party Ghana need that you. Obian himself, I think say it should be even a national project. Say Ghana for Naba Boise, NPP Bejina ye, what I said,
one creative problem to Mamma, so moon creative problem the Ghana for Naba Boise, and no need musica. More problem and present a proper party and marketable. Yet, because campaign really is marketing. Oh, Tom party, no. So what I say, and you know. Munya muhomework here. What? My munya market. And I can say and change, you know. And that's what I dare any misty. No, be out by now. I will just tell our man tempting. Yakupoya next together. I say, thank you so much. And you remember joining on Judicial. Yakupoya my next week. You better say, see, your mom good evening. Yes, and I'm seeing that. Okay, 101.7. Yakupoya my next week around the same time. You better say about this year. Good night. Good night.